Hey y'all, I'm back with the scrapbook process video for the Hip Kit Club for December 2016, and I'm going to be creating a layout today. I'm starting by looking through my papers. I didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do for this layout, so I decided that I was just going to I was going to go with it and look through the papers and decide as I go. Um, Early on, I looked at this grid paper from the Take Me Away collection, and I knew that I wanted to use that as a background at some point, so I decided to pull that out for background now. And then I also decided along the way that I wanted to cut up these squares. This is also a paper from the Paige Evans collection, and I think it's like a combination of a lot of the patterns that are in her collection, but I could be wrong. And I just decided to go ahead and cut up several of those, and then I'm going to find some way to use those. I'm also going to cut a strip of this really pretty exclusive paper. It's like a really pretty blue tone with like a diagonal plaid on the other side. And I decided because on this grid paper, there's almost like I guess a strip of a color on the left side. I decided to go ahead and play on that and to adhere a strip down. Um, I had to get it right though, because it really kind of was looking a little sloppy, and so I decided to go ahead and um, try to fix that. So I pulled it up and put it right back down. I am now sewing. I think I probably left my camera on, I'm sure, but it shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to roughly sew up and down like 2 or 3 times, and it really is like very rough. Like you can see in the final photos how sloppy it is, but I really don't mind that. Most of the time I like my uh, layouts to be sewed roughly anyway, or my elements on my layouts. I also decided I wanted to use this frame, and so I cut up my photo to where it wasn't a Polaroid anymore and went ahead and placed the photo right inside of that frame. Those Polaroids I ordered from Persnickety Prints, and I'll be honest, I was not super fond of the quality of some of the Polaroid. Like the way they explained it was like the machine or the process that they use to get that look, and it's matte paper. It's like very matte, and I like that. So I guess like it's not gonna turn out like perfect quality like I wanted it to, which is totally understandable. But I wasn't expecting some of the photos to look like almost a little blurry. Good job, baby. She has a new little fish game where you pick up the fish with the magnet. It's like a pole. You guys have probably seen it. It's by Melissa and Doug, and she's bringing me the pole and the fish that she caught. Um, so anyway, I wasn't too thrilled with those, but I'm still using them. I mean, I still like them. I think I wasn't expecting the photos to almost look like the quality isn't great. Almost it has a blurry look, but not really. I can't really explain it. Maybe you guys may be able to see in the final photo, so stay tuned for that. But as I was talking about that, I laid down some pieces of ephemera. I laid down a tag and a circle piece, and then another little journaling card and a floral piece from the Take Me Away collection. Pretty much all of the ephemera, with the exception of these little phrase pieces that I'm sticking on now. Pretty much all of the ephemera is from Take Me Away collection. Now these pieces that I'm sticking on now are exclusive to the Hip Kit Club, and I was able to print these at home, and so I printed like a few copies. So I'm not gonna be shy with using several of them at one time because I can just reprint. For my title, I'm just going to simply go with All Smiles. Again, I just chose something that was like short and sweet because I wanted it to be anchored on that tag. And I'm going to use some of my favorite embellishments in this kit, which are these mirrored pieces by My Mind's Eye. They're acrylic and they're gold. And so I kind of thought along the way, like I should have done something to the background to make it more interesting. And I was like, well, it's too late for that now. I'll just do some sort of confetti or mist or something. So I had the idea of taking my Star Punch that I just bought. If you guys watched my haul and giveaway video, I showed this. And it's actually an EK Success Punch. And I have this, or I don't have this. We were sent in our kits this glitter tape by American Crafts, and it's a really pretty I don't know if it's like a blue, it's like a blue aqua color kind of, and I wouldn't even say it's a turquoise. I can't really tell, but it's a beautiful color. And I just went ahead because they are backed with adhesive or with and tape. I went ahead and punched several of those. Now, I did get myself into like a little bit of a tedious bind because I don't, and I said this before, but I don't like things that are tedious. I'm more of like a lazy scrapper, I guess. But I did have to pull the backing off of all of those. I went ahead and punched other stars just so that I could have a variety of colors, and I punched them from pattern paper. So I punched stars from the tape, and then I also punched stars from the pattern paper, and then placed them. Um, I started to do like the rule of threes, which I don't follow rules anyway when it comes to scrapbooking, but I started to do that just so that I could have them kind of all over the page without it looking crazy and sloppy. But I did kind of go off of that into the left hand corner. I kind of wanted it to not look so like not look so, I don't want to say perfect, but um like it was planned, I guess. And so I decided to put a couple off the page and up in the left hand corner. And I really love the way that those turned out. I thought that was a fun little element to the page. But that is my final layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this process and let me know if you have any questions.